Hello, it's Mark. Thanks for stopping by. Subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and you will be notified of whenever I post a new video if you click the little bell. So I try to post them once a week. You probably don't need to know that. I post them on Sunday. So anyway, because it is Scotch Sunday. Anyway, so we're out in the big thicket again today. And kind of in tribute to the war that's going on in Ukraine, I fully support Ukraine. This is a bottle I picked up when I was there. And this is an independent bottler. This is actually a Tamdhu, 8-year-old Tamdhu. So, and that, let me go ahead and open her up. So, okay, but yeah, they had a big, huge selection of these independent bottles, the Provenance line, which is I guess Douglas Lane, and this is I think Douglas McGibbon's. Oh, lovely. Yeah, who says you don't need to wet your corks? Idiots say that. Dumbest advice ever. Don't keep your corks wet. Fucking idiots. So, I'll have to find a new cork for that. Alright. Too late now, but nonetheless. Okay. So, gonna see if I can pour this without any cork getting in there. Looks like I did pretty good. Yep. All right. So. All right. So this is actually Tamdhu. This is an 8-year-old Tamdhu. So it is a Speyside single malt Scotch. Tamdhu was founded in 1896, first bottled in 1897. They were the last Scottish distillers to use a Saladin box for malting barley. In 2010, they were closed and sold to the Edgerton Group, which used to own McGowan Highland Park, which does own McGowan and Highland Park. I think Black Grouse, maybe Black Grouse, or Famous Grouse, maybe something else. And then in 2011, they were sold to Ian MacLeod. So Tamdhu means the little dark hill in Scots Gaelic. And they were rebranded their line in 2018, maybe around 2018, and they use exclusively Oloroso sherry casks. They do have air-dried Spanish oak and some American oak for their casks. It takes 6 years from the time they cut the wood in Spain to the time that it actually sees whiskey in the barrel. They harvest it from Spain in Jerez, Gerez, however you say that, to be filled with Oloroso sherry. The Tervasas cooperage in Andalusia, Spain, is where they go through a second drying period, and then the casks are then toasted. What else can I tell you? They do the American oak they do get is white oak that comes from Kentucky. The sherry that's in there in the American oak cask is about 2 years old. They have 3 wash, 3 spirit stills. They make about 4 million gallons a year. But like I said, they're mostly known for their Oloroso sherry casks. And they do get some Spanish oak, which is pretty uncommon now. Pretty much McAllen has a kind of, well, gets most of the Spanish oak. They've done some forestation kind of conservation there, so it's not as easy to get Spanish oak anymore. You do see European oak, which means it's either French or Bulgarian. Well, mostly French and Bulgarian, and American oak, which of course comes from U.S. In the Ozark Mountains, a lot of it. So, anyway, so this is Provenance line. This is the Douglas McGibbon's line, and I got this when I was in Ukraine, and they had a ton of stuff there. Wish I could have bought. Well, I could have bought more. I was bringing it back. This bottle cost me only about $32. And actually, I think I have the label in here, or the receipt in here. I can show it to you in Russian. So there you go. All in Russian. It was 850, which comes to like 32 bucks. So they had tons and tons of these independent bottlers. Matter of fact, I saw way more independent bottles there than I saw direct from the distillery. This one, I got this in Dnipro, which I know is getting bombed right now. I've talked to my friend there, and they have not left. Pray for them. So, what else can I tell you? This is a single batch collection, and there's even some Russian labeling on the back there, Russian lettering on the back. So, okay, I'm going to roll this again and then show it to you in the bottle and the cask. So this is it in the bottle. Very clear. They do not use coloring, and they do not chill filter. There we go in the glass. So, okay. I'll read to you what I got here. Okay, so Provenance is the autumn distillation special selection, single malt Scotch whiskey distilled 2006 at Tamdhu, a Speyside malt. The nose carries a wonderfully sweet and spicy honeyed character, developing to a vanilla cream and toffee style. The palate remains sweetly spiced with butterscotch and charred oak, then runs to a long finish, displaying red fruits and more warming spices. Distilled and bottled and matured in Scotland, Douglas McGibbons and Company, Glasshouse. Distilled autumn 2006, bottled autumn 2014. Unchill filtered from our stock bottling, refilled Hogshead. So, yeah, I'm guessing it had to have been a sherry cask, but probably based on this color, I'm guessing it wasn't a first fill. Because, yeah, I know Tamdhu pretty much has, I don't know that Tamdhu does anything that's bourbon cask. If they do, it's something pretty limited, or it's, what do you call that? Travel retail or something. So, at different temperatures, the single malt whiskey, being unchill filtered, may appear slightly cloudy. Well, it is 46% ABV, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. That is a natural and harmless reaction which certain heavier malt whiskeys display to temperature variations. The haze may become apparent. I'm not reading all that crap because it's garbage. Anyway, so there's, again, the Russian I don't know what that says in Russian, but it certainly says more than what was right there. Okay, so read the front. There is a lot. This is an 8-sided box. As you can see, there's more Russian print up there. Really, this talks about the seasons. I guess they do a seasonal thing with spring and winter and fall and autumn, I guess they call it. Okay, so Douglas McGibbons and Company were formed in 1949, and they are still fiercely independent and family-owned. Since that year, they have built an extensive stockholding of young and old single malt whiskeys, normally reserved for their different premium blended Scotch whiskies, which are sold through the world under the McGibbons Special and Premium Reserve blended Scotches. The two owner-directors of the company are descendants of old Douglas McGibbons, who the family indicate had been in charge of the mash house at the long-closed distillery of Loch Indow on the Whisky Island of Islay. Lost at sea in the early 1900s, many of the McGibbons family can still be seen in the graveyard of the round Kirk Bowmore, all alas 6 feet under. In a traditional style, some say old-fashioned Douglas McGibbons had chosen not to color and not to filter these malts. This allows the full quality of the nose, palate, and finish to be enjoyed, preferably consumed in a leisurely, unhurried style without ice or mix, though the course of water may be added to the suit. Okay. The company malt master appreciates these fine single malts and has chalk-marked them and set them aside for bottlings at the finest examples of the distiller's art, as a link to the past and guarantee of the excellent quality Old Douglas signature appears below. So there is the bottle, or the box. Signature on the bottom. All right, let's get into the nose. Oh, very sweet, very sweet. Syrupy sweet. Fruity apple. Peach. No. Yeah, peach, maybe. Pear. No, it's not pear. Peach. We'll go with peach. Getting the honey. There definitely is a little bit of honey and some kind of a malty, grainy, barley note in there. There's a hint of chocolate and vanilla. Yep. Does it tell me what I'm supposed to find? I think I read it, but I don't remember what it said. It said sweet honeyed character, vanilla, cream, and toffee. I don't know, a lot of fruit. Okay. Very good smelling. All right. Malty, creamy, melon, like honeydew. There is some apple in there. Oh, this is so creamy. Finish is kind of medium. Lots of just nothing but cream on the finish. Wow. Sweet. I'm not getting that honey now at all. Not on the finish. Okay, now I'm getting more of that melon, cantaloupe, honeydew kind of smell. Now I'm getting that maltiness and that creaminess that I just tasted. Definitely more vanilla coming through. Oh yeah, it's very good. Not had a bad Tamdhu that I can recall. Custardy cream with the melon kind of and some maltiness. So I don't know what that reminds me of. Like a and I mean it's certainly got the notes of like a cream-filled donut with that malt and that cream, but the melonness, the melon flavor in there is certainly also a big part of it. Apple, yeah. So apple salad and a donut, glazed donut. Excellent. Delicious, creamy. A little bit spice now coming through. Getting ginger coming through. But very good, long finish. Okay. Excellent dram. Never had a bad Tamdhu. We're going to go with 7. All right. We'll see you next time. Subscribe, give it a like, and we'll see you next week.